Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks, kicking into a 3-day weekend. Markets are closed on Monday. Let's make it a great one. Always have a plan and believe in it. Nothing good happens by accident. Chuck Knox. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 364, NASDAQ off 117, S&P's down 39, gold contract up $15.20, trading at $1,088 an ounce. Silver up 15 cents, $13.90 an ounce. Now, gold continues to catch a bid. Silver got a bid, got over the $14 area, $13.90. Silver still has to get back over that $14 area. Oil down $1.65, $29.55. The 230, the oil contract closed. The pit closes. Bottom line, closed below 30 bucks. Bonds, the 10-year up 26, 128.15. 30-year up 1 full point, 20 plus 22 ticks. 159.05. Bonds continue to look like they topped. Now, the 30, folks, did this. The 30 is at all-time highs. The 10 moved higher, gave it up, come off the high, which, in the context of bonds, the Dow Industrials at one point during the day were down 500 bucks, folks. That 10-year should have went to the moon, and it didn't. Someone is still selling bonds on a continual basis. King dollar down 186. 98.97. The euro is at 109, and the yen is trading at 117.04. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, volatility in spades, all of the above. You're coming into the lows that were established out here on the 24th. The spike low is 182.40 inside the SPY. That level down there, we had done 500 million. They're doing 249 million, which is big volume, by the way, okay? On the daily, on the weekly, what you're going to see is this. The weeklies are set up. The weekly also has massive volume. You've done 1 billion shares thus far. That went into the swing point from October 2nd, blew that away, which had 843 million shares. And you're pushing into this downdraft from the August 24th area, which has 1.6 billion. The correlation, just so you can see, when we were at highs, the S&P did 466 million in November, the week of November 6th. It turned around in the week of December 14th, it did 670 million. You can see what's happening here. Bottom line is that you're going south, and you're going south with volume. Now, that being said, I still expect you're going to see a B to a C bounce. This is, bottom line, that's how this baby is set up right now. It's actually even more deviant that you went higher yesterday, pulled right back down. 12:30 today, market spiked down. They got a good number on the Dow Industrials, meaning a good number down over 500 bucks. The free Qs, what do we have with the free Qs? 3 Qs right now are down $3.13. 77 million shares, big numbers, no two ways about that. That's on the daily. On the weekly, what you have is that you get monster volume there. The weekly is at 322 million. That's after making a high with 158 million and 126 million. You're going into 233 million. So it's, you can see that you broke down the October 2nd level. You certainly didn't break down the level from August 24th. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Bottom line with gold. Gold caught a bid once again. And this is really intriguing. Why? Because you're going into a 3-day weekend. They could have took gold apart real easy out here. They didn't. Gold traded from 1,076. We're at 1,089 right now. We had gone to 1,097. And you have volume. What you have is this. This gold contract, January 8th, had a high of 1113. I suspect, number one, you're going to go after that high. We'll see, in fact, if that's going to be an ABC structure on the way up as it goes after that high. We go take a look at the silver contract. The silver contract absolutely is one of the most volatile contracts has been, is, all the above. And what we have with silver is this. Silver got back above $14 today. We went to $14.13. We've done 43,000 contracts. That's not bad, but guess what? It's got a hold price, and it still hadn't held price. Bonds. Now, bond market, folks, is just amazing. So check this out. 10-year bond got to a high today of 128.29. That, the spike high thus far in the 10-year bond is 129.18. The closing price, the closing high in the bond, the 10-year this is 128.30. We're at 128.16. We've done 1.7 million contracts, which is good contracts. That says a couple different things. It says, number one, that, yeah, you can go back up to this high and test it once again. My take is that this thing should have got to the highs, and it just couldn't get to the highs. So they're selling inside that bond market, which is really unusual when you have S&Ps that were down $53 and the Dow Industrials was off over 500. 30-year bond, it's at a closing high, bottom line. We are at 159.07. Bottom line, that closes up there. You know what? Guess what? You can go higher. King dollar. What do you have with King dollar? What do you have with King dollar? King dollar couldn't hold price once again. King dollar traded from a price point of 98.41 to 99.19, and that's going to be on the daily. Let's go take a look at this on the weekly, because you get all these weeklies that can set up. On the weekly, you're at you're at 98.98. The King dollar, folks, is having a really tough time getting over this 99.34 mark. That's how this is kind of set up. Now, picture what we have coming into this closeout here. So the next 50 minutes, this is what you have. The Dow's down 389 right now. The Nasdaq's down $1.30. S&P's are down 43. The decisions that are going to be made are twofold. The first one, which is the largest one in the context, is that you short the market. Are you going to close positions coming into this because you get 3 days? That's the first one. Second one is the trashing that it took down. Are there going to be buyers coming in saying, okay, I'm going to buy a little stock. I'm going to go over the weekend, come in Tuesday morning. It's going to be wild watching this thing shake out, folks, because what we have thus far off this low inside the E-minis is that you had the first thrust higher with juice behind it, with some good volume behind it. And that first thrust higher, there's a buyer in there, and that buyer is no retail buyer. We're going to be right back.